Hello and welcome to My Security TV. My name is Chris Cubbage and we're at AusCERT 2012, an information security conference held on the Gold Coast. I'm with Carlo Minassian, the founder and CEO of earthwave, a Gartner top MSSP, managed security service provider. Carlo, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
Carlo, you're launching SOC-in-a-Box, which sounds more like a fast food. Maybe go through exactly what SOC-in-a-Box is about.
Look, SOC-in-a-Box is really nurturing 12 years of earthwave's intellectual property into a blueprint that organizations can take and implement security operations centers in-house within their networks. Typical customers of this are critical infrastructure or financial services industries who are serious about security operations, or service providers who are looking at offering managed security services and security operations to their customers. It started about 5-6 years ago when we start seeing a bit of demand from these types of organizations approaching us and asking us to help them build their own security operations capability. And over the last 12 to 24 months, we saw that demand increase, and to a point where we decided to really collect and productize everything that we had learned in the past 12 years, including all of our intellectual property, and bring it forth as a product, as a service.
What is a security operations center really providing in terms of enterprise, as you say, critical infrastructure security?
There is all of the earthwave IP, which is helping customers with the physical build of the security operations center. We do that to the ASIO T4 level. It includes all of the people aspects in terms of the hiring, the processes, the team structure, the watch team, the response team, the forensic team, the SOC managers, analysts, the entire architecture that you need. It includes all of the delivery in terms of all of the outcomes you're going to get, all of the use cases. It includes the ability for customers to do their config management, their change management, their threat management, the reports, the type of reports they're going to get, the earthwave portal, which gets branded for the partner so they can use that to their clients as their own portal, correct. It includes TIA, our Threat Intelligence Alliance, the feed that we do all of our intellectual property in terms of all of our research. It includes all of the technology aspects. For example, one of the key technology aspects is the HP ArcSight product. It includes that and all of the consulting around that in terms of the design, the implementation, all that intellectual property, all that integration are part of the delivery. And if you're a service provider, you also get all of our price books, the data sheets, the service contracts, the data sheets, as I said, the presentations.
This is the MSSP, the Managed Security Service Providers.
Correct.
Are using earthware. And then they actually using an earthware portal, I suppose, then out to clients. Is that how it works?
Yeah, we give this to them. We give that. It's for them to run themselves. And then if they choose to, they can fall back on earthwave for night shift, or they can use us as a DR capability.
Carlo, you mentioned the TIA, the Threat Intelligence Alliance. Maybe just go into more detail into what the TIA involves.
Yeah, so look, about 6 years ago, we found when we knew about bad IPs, bad networks, bad people, then once you know about the badness, it's really easy to find it and catch them doing it. So since then, we went out and started working and opening up this Threat Intelligence Alliance, where anyone who wanted to share data with us, who had access to information and research, they could join TIA, and as part of that, exchange data and intelligence and information with us. So today we've got a lot of intelligence agencies, major outsourcers, major vendors, IPS vendors, research firms, open source people like Shadow Server and DShield and many. There's over 150 external threat intelligence sources that we integrate in our service. This includes some of the major vendors in the industry that work together with us. They don't actually work with each other, but they work with us because we're vendor neutral and vendor friendly. So we've turned this into a feed that people subscribe to, and they get the new IPs once a day, the new bad IPs that they can feed into their correlation engine, into their SIEM, to look for outgoing IPs.
And so it's almost in real time updating. Is that what you're describing?
It's not real time. It's almost real time. Yeah, it's almost real time. But what it does do, it gives the subscriber the ability to choose what feed they want. So if they only want bad spam URLs, that's all we give them. If they want to know botnet command and control server IPs, that's all we give them, etc.
And the Security Operations Center, is that running alongside a data center? I mean, just maybe explain what a SOC is, the operations.
So the typical build of a SOC-in-a-Box, it involves the data center aspects. Usually, we would suggest if a client already has a data center, then we would go and harden that to the Azure level in terms of barring the bottom of the floors, so you can't get in through it. We put it's on air conditioning, so you can't get in through ducting. We make sure that the roof of the cages are blocked.
So you're doing everything from physical security through to the network security.
That's correct. We do put motion sensors, Class B or Class C racks, keys to their cabinets need to be in a safe. All the processes, procedures, all of that are included in the SOC-in-a-Box, the physical build aspects. In our case, we run 2 security operations centers where people sit, the 24/7 team, and then we interconnect using gig links into 3 separate data centers where our servers and data sit. Our actual SOCs and the data centers are all Azure T4 certified. All of this with the SOC-in-a-Box, if you follow our processes, you end up being in a position where we are PCI DSS certified, Azure T4 certified, DSD certified to the level of highly protected, ITIL certified, ISO 27001 certified. Because at the end of the SOC-in-a-Box process, you end up with all of our IP, all of our processes, all of the know-how. So all you do is take that, get your certification body in, let them certify you. So you end up being another earthwave effectively in the market.
Right. Earthwave, what is your major market? In addition to Australia, are you working overseas at all?
No, it's very much an Australian firm, Australian-focused firm. 100% of our customers are really Australian. But we have major customers with 20, 30 sites outside Australia that we manage, monitor their network. Our main business is managed security services, security as a service. We have 14 in-cloud hosted services. We offer clean pipes. If you're familiar with the McDonald's free Wi-Fi service that's delivered by Earthwave across 860 stores nationally, the family-friendly Wi-Fi service, that's a clean pipe, 860 clean pipe services. We have a hosting service for enterprises called Clean Cloud, which is virtualized high-end hosting, and professional security services, where we do risk and threat assessment and penetration testing, etc.
Carlo, you mentioned clean pipes and going through to Wi-Fi hotspots and those types of things. Maybe just talk us through the process of creating and developing a clean pipe for a client.
Yeah, sure. So clean pipes is probably the most popular service we have. More and more organizations are realizing that acquiring and maintaining and operating infrastructure, and these days you need so much security infrastructure to defend against the threat landscape. It's becoming more and more harder, and it's not their core business. It doesn't make sense for them to build such huge, massive security operation teams. So clean pipes really gives them that clean internet feed. On their end, as a customer, all they need is a router to terminate our link, our VPN. It's a point-to-point link to us. We've got a multi-million-dollar virtualized and multi-tenanted gateway environment, multiple of them. And as a customer, you connect to that point-to-point, and we give you clean internet access through that, including remote access, authentication, two-factor authentication, web and email security, DDoS protection, malware protection, real-time monitoring, portal, intrusion prevention, web application firewalling, all of that are included in that. As a customer of Clean Pipes, on your end then you would go and deploy some sort of internal device to segment your internal network, something like a Palo Alto networks appliance that can do multiple things. And you would segment your internal network from the WAN, the remote access, your internal network, and you would then, that would take care of your inside of your network, and we look after the entire perimeter. So that's kind of what a clean pipe is. And there's a migration process that most clients go through. in that many of them are skeptical initially, so they'll keep their own firewalls until their comfort level goes up that, yeah, the 3 levels of firewalls that we've got running in a gateway are actually good enough for them. We've seen massive demand for this and growing demand over the last 3 years just because there aren't too many solutions for the DDoS problem. The DDoS is really a problem, especially when you're talking about 50, 100 gig plus megabit per second DDoS that goes on for 20, 30 days at a time. There aren't any solutions or many solutions that people have unless they come to someone like earthwave who has got that.
Carlos, earthwave, Gartner's top MSSP for the last 5 to 7 years running. So congratulations, founding a company 12 years ago and not only maintaining a company for that long, but also growing it and getting a bigger footprint nationally. Something to be congratulated on. So well done.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me.
Great, my pleasure. Thanks.